American Idol exec feared for her life, and she was right. There's a person in her neighborhood that unalived her. This situation is crazy, man. That's why you always got to keep your head on the swivel. I'm telling you, no matter where you go, whether you just your everyday life, going to work, sitting in traffic, going to the store, going on vacation. Oh man, just everywhere you go, you got to keep your head on the swivel, and you have to encourage your loved ones keep your head on the swivel because I think sometimes your most vulnerable times is when you're having a great time and the people that are the evil people and they're looking to inflict some type of evil and damage on you and your loved ones, I think they see it and I think they look for that, man. I mean, I don't know all the particulars in this situation. I'm just talking about in general, man. Keep your head on the swivel. There's just a lot of dangers out there. Unfortunately, it's unfortunate, man, because we just want to live. People just want to live and enjoy their life, enjoy their family, their friends. All right, American Executive Idol, her and her husband unalived.
Right now at 11, shocking new details in the double murder of an American Idol executive and her husband. The
Crazy.
Encino couple found inside their home days after they were killed. And late today, police announcing an arrest. And while that suspected gunman is in custody, there are a lot of unanswered questions tonight, including a motive. Eyewitness News reporter Jory Rand live at the scene with what we're learning tonight. Jory.
Mark, Robin Kay and her husband bought this $4.5 million home here in Encino just about 2 years ago, but they were already in fear for their safety. About
Wow.
6 weeks ago, there was an attempted break-in. They sent out letters to the neighbors looking for help to try and organize to keep people safe, and their fears were justified last week when
Wow.
a man broke into their home and shot them both dead. The
That's
bodies
crazy.
of the victims, now identified as American Idol music supervisor Robin Kay and her husband, Tom DeLuca, were discovered Monday afternoon in their Encino home.
The yard of the residence, they observed some signs of trouble. They then breached one of the glass windows, went inside the residence where they found both of the victims deceased who had suffered from multiple gunshot wounds.
The
Damn.
LAPD says their murders took place back on July 10th. They received two separate 911 calls that day about a possible burglary.
Armed burglary in progress.
Local resident Tim Pingle drove by and live streamed as police responded. He was shocked to see them leave moments later.
This was a code 3 emergency, now it's a code 4, no further assistance needed.
I wish they would have worked a lot harder to get inside. It was a code 3 call for an armed suspect inside with a gun, and the police didn't really make an attempt to get inside.
The LAPD says they saw no signs of a break-in both on the ground or from a helicopter above and left. Had they entered, they would have found the victims. Instead, their bodies would remain there for 4 days until a friend called 911 and was able
Wow.
to open the gate for officers who made the grisly discovery. They were also able to access security video, which caught the killer on camera hopping a fence and entering the home.
He was there for approximately half an hour. When the homeowners returned back to their residence, a violent struggle ensued.
The LAPD used facial recognition technology and other forensic evidence to identify 22-year-old Encino resident Raymond Budarian as the suspect. He was arrested today
22.
without incident. Neighbors here have been left shaken.
We used to think this was
Of
one of
course.
the last safe neighborhoods. I've seen the crime slowly creeping through the valley.
This is the best neighborhood. Why somebody has so much hate to kill somebody?
Unimaginable.
I agree.
But it just shows you no matter how much protection, security you have here, if they want to get in, they're going to get in.
Yep.
So the LAPD is now working to see if that incident back in May, that attempted break-in, is connected to this murder. In the meantime, American Idol putting out a statement today saying they are saddened and heartbroken to hear of the murders, saying Robin was loved and respected by everyone she met.
So I looked this up, man, because I have family and friends in California, all throughout California, LA, and everything. So I know Encino is an affluent area, but I just wanted to get some particulars. Encino is widely regarded as a desirable and upscale neighborhood in the San Fernando Valley region of Los Angeles. Think of it as Beverly Hills of the Valley. Median home prices are around 1.45 million, with recent figures of almost 1.6 million, growing 3 to 5% annually. Cost of living roughly 104% above the national average, 46% higher than LA citywide. The cost of living in LA is crazy. throughout California is crazy, actually. So the violent crime is below national average. Property crime slightly above average for LA community, varies noticeably depending on pocket. Residential feedback generally feels safe. Some mention property concerns and light homelessness. Well, I just wanted to go ahead and just give you a picture of Encino. It's an affluent area. It's a nice area of LA. So this you can have money and things like this can happen to you. So once again, man, you have to be proactive and put put your head on the swivel. Make sure that you understand your surroundings, protect yourself, protect your family, and sometimes that's not even enough. So, but we gotta try, man, because there's some people out here who all they want to do is they just want to inflict pain, damage. They have nothing but evil to give. So this is the second part of the video. So they have a gentleman in custody. So this is the second video, I should say, for the American Idol executive.
The man accused of murdering a music executive and her husband in Los Angeles made his first court appearance today. Nick Zecevich has the latest.
Police say the suspect in the deadly shooting of an American Idol executive and her husband lived near their Encino home. 22-year-old Raymond Budarian was arrested on Tuesday, the day after Robin Kay and Thomas DeLuca were found by LAPD officers during a welfare check.
Officers saw some blood in the walkway, and that caused them to make entry into the home.
4 days earlier, LAPD had responded to a call from a neighbor who saw a man jump the couple's fence.
There were no signs of forced entry or trouble at that time. They cleared from scene. However, upon further inspection on surveillance video, homicide investigators discovered that the suspect had managed to scale over one of the fences.
A neighbor let police onto the property on Monday, and that's when they found the couple shot to death in their home. Security video shows someone entering through an unlocked door.
He was there for approximately half an hour. When the homeowners returned back to their residence, a violent struggle ensued between them and the suspect, who was already inside their home, which resulted in the victims tragically losing their life.
Investigators arrested Budarian at his home without incident. Court records show he had been arrested last year on a battery charge and for exhibiting a deadly weapon. Police have not confirmed a motive for the shootings, but they say the house had not been ransacked and it appears to have been a random attack. Nick Zecevich.
Random attack. So, I mean, you just never know if people have mental illness or what's going on through people's mind, man. I think that you got to keep your head on the swivel. You do. You have to make sure you are, and it's unfortunate, right? Because sometimes we just want to live, but it is something that we have to do, and we have to encourage our loved ones, man. You have to make sure that you keep your head on the swivel. You're making sure you you understand that there's danger out there, and there's people out there that they just want to inflict harm on whoever. I mean, I don't know the situation here. I mean, I'm sure more information and details will come out on why this guy did it. Maybe he just did it just because he's just a violent person and didn't like them. I don't know. There's going to be people out there that hate you for no reason, dude. But for whatever reason, they'll they'll convince themselves, they'll formulate some type of idea in their head on why they need to do whatever they need to do. And I just think that is crazy, man. These people lost their lives for nothing. Um, Crazy, man. Make sure you are protecting yourself, protecting your family, and letting your family know. I think information like this is important. Yeah, there is death, and there's people that commit evil acts like this in the world, and I don't think we should blind ourselves to it because it's there. So we need to make sure that we understand that this type of stuff is lurking around. So it's unfortunate for them, man. It's a sad situation. It's actually a sad situation for the victim and their families, and the gentleman who allegedly did it and his family, because both sides have to live with this. You know, keep your head on the swivel.